Hello and welcome to the next episode. Now, last episode we have reached the moon, built the first base here, and now we are a little bit in a filler episode because we have no mining yet. There's two technologies arrayed, so mass drivers and the mining technology itself, and then the project for the mine. So that's going to take time. We are pushing it as hard as we can. And in the meanwhile, we are going to advance our course here. So we're going to build up more boost. We are up to 5.3 income, really good. But we're also going to wait for the cooldowns of the unifications here to get that going. And also we try to finish up this war here and continue taking some or 2-3 countries along the way. So I do think that I want to consolidate here further in the Scandinavian bits. And afterwards we probably push into the Near East and everything connected to that, because on the long run we want to do the caliphate, so we need to pick up Saudi Arabia. Actually, that might be something we want to do soonish, but we need to free up control points to do this. Actually, these would be really nice things, so yeah, potentially. Okay, and I'm not going to share all the details about this right now. Yeah, okay, resistance is pushing mass drivers as well. That's really good. And the Exodus as well. Nice. So that's something in our favor here, actually. And yeah, we're going to probably have to just wait here a bit and see how it develops all over. And yeah, our armies have arrived here. Okay. Yeah, basically that's it for the moment, and that's what we are going to observe here and continue forward to. Oh, wait a second, there are new orcs. Yeah, that doesn't really look tempting to me currently. So maybe on this guy is something, but he doesn't have the admin. Yeah, we are getting now hampered down by the admins itself. So we really have to see how we can continue there with the orcs. Well, but as said, we are going to do a little bit of a time jump here and wait until something important happens, because right now it's more or less a small 2 or 3 months of building up stuff with maybe short interludes of events and quests. But basically, the main infrastructure for getting to Mars is now in place. We just need to get the mining on the moon going. Therefore, let's do this as a goal for this episode here. Okay, here we are in September, actually. We need to check if there's anything in the orc department here. But just something for... that's not worth it. This one is a nice one, but we can't afford it right now because we don't have the admin points anywhere. So even if we give this guy one, yeah, it's not enough. Okay, so basically, we are almost finished with Mission to Mars here and High Thrust probes, but also the Unification project are beginning to start now. So I want to showcase just basically the next 2 mission phases here, what's going on and what I'm doing currently. So of course we are still trying to consolidate here. I'm not sure if we actually want this war to continue here. I mean, what are these options down here actually? Race regions, hunt xenoforms. Yeah, okay. Liberate. Okay. We move home here and heal up again. And hopefully we can then... Well, the army here retreated, so I'm not sure if we can actually defeat this with only our 3 armies currently, even though we are investing a bit into army now.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, now we can federate with Turkmenistan here, and we can... there's a second one coming. Here we go. Federate with Uzbekistan here. Which, however, means that we can now change the focus of these 2 states to just do mission control now, and no longer doing spoils, basically. Which is in our interest here, because we do need the mission control if we can get it anyhow. And I think for the moment that's it. So the next ones would be unifications in the next mission phase. because now our cooldowns have expired, so we can actually unify here. Yep. With Kazakhstan, Belarus, Armenia, and Kyrgyzstan, which we are going to do. And the high-force probes are done. Let's do alien methods because we need to start hunting plants from the aliens. We are not going to get this tech here, so we are going to push with space mining and continue there.
Have taken control.
Okay, and let's keep going here. 900 science output is quite decent for our size here, and with the states we have, of course, if we would have gone for the USA, it would be higher. But that's fine for the moment here. And now we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 unification projects actually. So let's actually do this here. So we do.
On my way to the capital.
Ready
Philip.
for my mission.
Philip, you are going to retake this one here.
Removing our
Purge it back into my hands.
At your service.
Oh, we also lost this one. Annoying. But we need the other guys here for the unifications.
Time to make our move.
Because we really need to free up
to the capital.
control points now to continue expanding somewhere.
On my way to the capital.
Whatever we want to do with that. So, yeah, let's keep going. See this through, and then we jump ahead further again. So, we'll be done in some days for Mars. And, yeah. Oh, no, that's space mining. Really? You have surpassed us. Really? How? You didn't. We have 513. Okay, I'm confused. Come on.
It takes so very
There we
little
go.
for one tribe of humanity to look upon a second tribe as the other. Think of
Advanced
what will
carbon
happen
manipulation
once hundreds
has been picked by them. Advanced carbon manipulation leads rare. Molten coefficient system is nothing we need right now, so this is basically pointless as well. Ad Astra is also more or less pointless at the moment, so we really have to pick the fission projects here when we got space mining done. Yeah, and now the unifications, please. Which hopefully increases our science output again, and of course also unifies everything. Germany has joined the European Union.
Complete.
Okay, now let's start with Kazakhstan here.
Mission complete.
Then Armenia, which also has finished its
direction complete.
Belarus here. And
Policy
now
direction
we
complete.
also take Kyrgyzstan here. Perfect. And now the map is a lot smaller again. We also need to fix our relations again, so I forgot about this. Georgia, Lithuania, Sweden, Finland. All of you get an alliance. Actually, Finland, we don't need to. But the others need to. So, confirm. And then we can put them into the alliance here in the Federation as well. And now we have gained quite a lot of population, 26 million. Probably our unrest went up a bit. We can solve this. And our science has gone down actually. Okay, interesting. But that's something we can work on. And now we do have a bit more investment points to work with. But we also overall lost investment points in these small countries that we annexed, of course. For example, Kazakhstan is no longer producing its own boost now. But we are at an income of 7, so we are really well off right now. And we can still use our other countries here, like Iran, which is boosting heavily. And we still unlock technologies to boost that further. And we already have banked up quite a lot for our Mars bases and so on. But first of all, we need the moon base. Now, let's continue forward until we unlock the mining which we need. Okay, I have to intervene here for a small second here. We have finished an objective. So, early abductions were all of the lower order mammals, unremarkable except for their frequency. Over a period of 10 to 20 days after the crash landing, animal abductions ceased and human abductions begun. Early human abductions appear to have been random and opportunistic, but later ones have included a statistically disproportionate number of individuals with high social economic status, suggesting the aliens have adapted their method and are now solely concerned with acquiring high-value targets. Unfortunately, the most likely explanation for this behavior is that the aliens' intention towards us are hostile. Intelligence gathering at least, and hostile takeover or extermination at worst. Given their technological superiority, this is a worrying prospect. And now we want to investigate returned abductees. And we also need a new quest. We definitely want alien flora here as a next one. We could do the space tax here, but I think we have a little bit of time left. So let's do the flora here. And then maybe we do space tax on the reusable rocket slot afterwards. And yeah, and now I had an idea, which I probably should have done a lot earlier. I'm going to take over the control points here in Ukraine and therefore make sure that we can take over the state itself and end this war in the near future. So that's something I want to do now. So we are going to move here to our new border, and then from there we can take the capital and win this war. And yeah, I think we should have done this earlier. That was a waste of time, basically. And everything else is going to proceed as before. Here we are. We have finished the Alien Flora project. So let's read it. There was a limited amount to be gleaned from our study of the vegetative life form we have dubbed Xenoflora, but not for a lack of trying. The issue is that we have thus far been unable to fully crack its genetic makeup. For elements thereof are so, for lack of better word, alien as to be thoroughly inscrutable to us at the present time. Neither have we been able to divine any clues as to its origin, other than to say it's most certainly not of this Earth. While we have previously observed some correlation between Xenoflora growth and an alien crash site, causation now seems highly probable. Even its behavior supports this conclusion. It spreads faster than any terrestrial flora or even fungus, and with eerie, almost machine-like regularity. To suggest that the Xenoflora has been in some way genetically altered or even wholly designed would not be an unreasonable hypothesis. If left unchecked, it could very likely colonize a region in a record time, preventing the growth of all other flora. To what end, we do not yet know. We would therefore be prudent to find a way to limit the organism's spread, whether through military or biological means. Yeah, we definitely want to prevent this. The big problem we are facing currently is that we are not unlocking the mining project. So we have been basically also pushing towards deep space propulsion already, but we still didn't get the mining project. And also our war here in Ukraine is really not going nicely. So we had 3 atrocities within like 3 weeks, events for it, and lost a lot of support on our armies here, so we have to heal up again. This is really not going as designed.
Of course,
maybe
there was an accident. Frankly,
okay, at least we got this one. And now we can pick the nuclear fission in space, which is required for getting us to Mars to have an energy source there. And here I'm going to continue investing all we can unless we get the mining project. Okay, we are going to boost our military score with that. And now we are going to heal up again. Yeah, more boost priority, that's good. We are going to do the institutional outreach now, here in this slot, because we can then buy more orcs. But basically we are still waiting for the mining project to finish and continue from there. But basically it doesn't want to unlock, so this is really, really delaying us massively here. And I don't want to cheat by loading up a save game. No. We are going to pull it through, even though we are now already 2 months behind our schedule, basically. Well, let's wrap up this episode. We have alien monsters on the planet, where previously the land altered by the alien visitor was almost eerily still. Now mountainous and monstrous silhouettes move through the unearthly vegetation. There were, until now, still those who refuted the presence of extraterrestrial beings on our world, but the startling footage of these immense new entities is something to demolish the conviction of even the most staunch unbelievers. The titanic bulk blots out to the light, the land trembles at their step, trees and buildings are pushed aside as if they were tissue paper, or uprooted by vast tendrils as if they were mere seedlings, and even miles away the very air seems to bend at their deafening cry. All the word now that now giants are among us. Okay, so we have something in the US rampaging around here. Is anyone in control of the US? No, nobody. So we have a xenoform doing stuff here. So they didn't check this. Yeah, meanwhile we are progressing here, and actually our outpost project is almost finishing up, so we
We're
can
winning their hearts and minds.
speed forward to this.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
And then we can get the mining base on the moon going. Okay, Paraguay, we are going to investigate this, of course. Mining complex done. Nice. Okay, open research. We want to... yeah, institute outreach again. But now we are going for a nuclear fission in space to get ready for Mars. We also need to be finished in May with space tugs. So that's useful. And now we can go to our moon base here and actually plant down for 4.9 boost the solar collector here. 35 days, and then the outpost mining for 41 boost. Ooh, that's basically all the boost we have. Blah. Yep, 65 days, then we get some mining, and this will make our Mars base a lot cheaper. However, 65 days, that finishes up when 3rd of April, so we have basically 1 month of mining until we have to start on our Mars base, basically. And that's, of course, our goal for the next episode. And now here we are going to make a cut again, because the next episode we rush towards Mars, and then we continue onwards from there. So we have 24, basically 25 boosts left with 10 income per month, which means that we are going, at May, we are going to have February, March, April. So we are going to have like 50 boost, which should, on my opinion, be enough to drop down the bases there that we need with the mining that we get from 1 month. So actually we are going to get 5491.6, and this one will cost us in upkeep 1.4 water, 1.4 volatiles. This one will cost us a little bit of everything. So we will have a surplus, a definite surplus, and that should be nice to get everything done and constructed on Mars as soon as we can. So that's nice. At least the Mars time window is still open and we are as fast as possible. And I'm preparing to take over Saudi Arabia here, which I prepared in the background. However, we don't have the points, and I really need to finish up this war here to take over these control points here. That's 20 in total. That would be nice. And also we can do some more unifications soon. So Lithuania and Georgia can now be federated, and soonish we can also unify something, which is going to be in the next episode. And also we need to get started here on the taking out the plants and the life forms, but we don't have any missions for that right now. So that's a problem actually. So enemy space asset, no. No, nobody has xenoform stuff. I'm not sure if they changed that, but we can check here in recruiting. Is there someone? So we are looking for command here. So we have a rebel. So maybe we want to switch out one of these guys here. So currently, it's only 2 admin there. It's a decision we need to make in between episodes now, because we also don't have a orc available to allow us this kind of operation, and we need someone to be our plant agent here. Yeah, which means we really need to get rid of someone. Okay, I will make decisions between episodes and think about what we want to do here. So see you in the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe, and let's get to Mars.